Hello everyone and welcome to Retro Brick Reviews, where today I'll be providing some building instructions for my alternate build of the LEGO Ninjago movie set, the Ninjago City Chase. I called this alternate build the Marketplace Mayhem, and I showed off this alternate build in a video back in February and then just completely forgot about it. I was cleaning a few days ago, and I just found this and a couple of other alternate builds just sitting behind a shelf, completely forgotten. So yeah, expect videos on those in the coming weeks, as I do other stuff as well, of course. But yeah, I'll just be providing some quick building instructions for this today. So yeah, I guess let's start with the main build we have here, that being the police station. Okay, so we'll start with a sub-assembly that goes towards the bottom of the building. So we'll take this sort of 4x4 piece and attach onto it a slope, as well as a lamp post as such. Behind the lamp post we'll attach a 1x4, so you have sort of that amount of ground. Then put in a 1x2 brick in brown. Over those pieces, put on one of these pieces, and then on top of here, attach on another 2x2 black slope. And then on top of the lamppost, attach on one of these 1x1 stamp pieces, as I like to call them. A black lightsaber hilt. A trans red minifigure head, and a 2x2 black radar dish. Then mirror that and connect them together using this 2x10 plate. Okay, we'll put that off to the back for now. Okay, so moving on to one of the walls, we'll start off with this modified 1x2 with 2 clips on the front. On top of that, we'll put facing the other way modified 1x2 with 1 clip. Then we'll put on 2 of these 1x1s with a single clip. This 1x2x2 window piece. 2 more 1x1 clips, a 2x2 black slope. Then we'll take a 1x2 on top of this inverted 1x2 slope with this police sticker on it, a trans red stud, this modified 1x1 with the sort of double studs, you see the piece. Then into here we'll insert the paint roller piece and a black radar dish. Now mirror this on the side we just built. Put in a blue stud, and on the backwards facing clip you can attach the set's included pair of handcuffs. And then on the other side, you can attach on a red stud, and there aren't really any other accessories to use, so, I mean, obviously just add in your own if you like. Oh, and I mean, I just realized I forgot to mention them. Also attach on these pole pieces and push them in until they're level with the bottom of the modified 1x2. Don't know how I forgot that, but apparently I did. So now we're going to attach these onto the front of these pieces. So now your build should look like this. Okay, we'll put that off to the back now again. Okay, next up we'll take this 1x4 white plate, topped by a 1x8 black plate. Centered on there, we'll put this 1x2 black plate, and then these two sort of 1x2 half slope pieces. And we'll take a 1x4 with 4 studs, this this 1x4 but with only a stud on each side, and it has this police sticker on it. On top of that, we'll put this 1x2 white cheese slope with a police sticker on it because monotony is fun. And then we'll put on a blue cheese slope and a red cheese slope for some lights. We'll just center this atop of here. And now we have the completed police station facade. I mean, obviously this is just a facade, as I just said, so feel free to build some other stuff in here if you'd like, but this is just the front to get you started and give you an idea. So yeah, that's the police station. So now let's move on to the next build. Okay, so next up we'll build the marketplace entrance. Starting off, you will need this brown 1x12, but 2x12 plate. Then you'll need to take two of these 2x3 pieces. Don't really know what you would call them, but anyway, yeah, those. A 2x4 tile and two of these 1x2 sort of modified tiles, I guess, whatever you would call these. And then you take these two 1x2x3 brown slopes, attach them as so, and then for the top of this section, we'll take these two bricks, connect them using, wait, no, is that right? Okay, they go like, for ease of operation, I'll just do it like this. Okay, so we'll put those bricks like this, and then we'll attach on this plate. Then on the edges of that, and hanging one over, we'll attach on these 1x3 sloped bricks as such. On top of each of those, we'll attach on one of these golden clips, just for a bit of extra detail. Then on the front, we'll put on this 1x2 modified piece with the 4 studs on the front. On top of that, we'll put on this 1x4 that's sort of the modified curved piece to lock that down. And then on the front, we'll put on this 1x4 stickered piece with some writing. And I know that the Ninjago writing is sideways, but I honestly don't care. It looks alright. So that's the entrance, and now let's move on to the next build we have here. Okay, so here we are starting with the base of Ham's food cart. And we'll start off with this well, why do I keep saying 1x? This 2x8 plate. On the back of this, we'll put on this modified 2x2 with the 2 axle places to attach wheels. We'll attach on these 2 tiny turbo-size wheels and the tires to accompany them. Then on top of here, we'll put on this light blue, well, dark bluish gray 1x2 grill, a black 1x2 plate, 2 black 2x3 plates, a black 1x2, and a black modified 1x2 with some hinges. And then on there, we'll attach on a couple of golden 1x1 pieces with clips, and a couple of trans red studs to create some brake lights. Then on the 2x3s, we'll create sort of the section to put your produce by attaching on 2 of these 1x2 pieces, a gray grill, a couple of tan cheese slopes, and a couple of these modified 1x2 pieces that sort of have the half box design. As my camera falls off the tripod, that's always great. So let me just, yeah, but anyway, then we can attach on this modified 1x2 with the 3 spots for clips. And then under that, we can attach on this black 1x1 with a clip and this brown 1x1 brick, which are sort of used as the stand for it. So this can stay upright. Like, my idea here is that it would be sort of like a trailer, so this is the stand to keep it upright when it's not attached to a vehicle. Anyway, then here we can attach on this black 1x2 and this light bluish gray 1x2 with 2 clips. Onto that we can attach on this little hammer piece. And then on the back of here we can attach on this 1x2 jumper and this cell phone print. Leave this off to the side for a minute. Okay, so finishing off the cart, we'll start with these two 1x2 modified pieces with this one clip. Well, we'll start with this one, I guess. Then onto that we'll attach on this gold 1x1 with a clip. This long sort of, I don't really know what you'd call this piece, like a sort of long, hard plastic cylinder piece? Really tall cylinder? I don't know. So make the other one mirrored. Set those off to the side for a minute. Then we'll put on these two 2x4s like this, attach on the sign piece. Put on these two black 1x1s with a clip, and put on this 2x2 with the cherry sign on it. Use those clips to connect together these two pieces, and then on here we'll just attach on a little soda can. Then we'll just attach those pieces onto these two open 1x2 areas. Fold this all up, and you have this nice stand. All that's left to do is put in your 3 apples and 3 sets of cherries, and boom, open for business. Now let's move on to the next section. We're moving on to the fish cart, and for this to stand up, we're going to need the help of a minifigure volunteer, so keep him off to the side. So anyway, we'll start off with this modified 2x2 that can hold a centered wheel. So you're going to take the dark bluish gray wheel piece, put a tire on it, make sure that you have the tire well placed, and then just put this on. Maybe I think it would work a bit better if once you get it on, it's easier to center it. But anyway, then you'll attach on backwards facing this modified 1x2 with a clip and this plain 1x2 in black. Then on top of that we'll put on this modified 2x2 with only 2 studs and this $100 note. Then onto here we'll attach on this sort of robot arm piece. Then onto that, we'll attach on another one of these 1x2 pieces, but upside down. Onto that, we'll put on this clip and an upside down handlebar piece, which, I guess ends up being right side up. Yeah. And then that can just go into the hands of our minifigure here. Into the exposed clip here, we'll attach on this pole piece in black, this one modified 1x2, and this fish sign. So yeah, then for the actual fish containment, we really just have this barrel, a couple of these rounded 2x2 pieces in there to represent sort of some water or ice. Probably ice, and then these 3 fishes, 2 silver and 1 of this light blue. Then you can just connect that onto here as such. And the feature here, if you didn't watch the original video, is that if you push down on the sort of exposed area of the black plate, you can just cause the barrel to pop off. I did it very artificially there because I didn't want to have to look around for 20 minutes for some fish. Or, well, probably only a couple minutes, but anyway, yeah, so that's the fish cart. Now let's move on to one of the last builds we have here for this little medley of different builds. That's a good thing to call it a medley. Anyway, so here are the parts you're going to need to build the Ninja Glider to be used by one Miss Nia Smith. To start off, you'll take this modified 1x2 with a 4-stud bracket, attach that to the bottom of this 2x4 white plate, Then onto that, we'll put a couple of downwards facing white cheese slopes to act as a stable base for this when you have it on the ground. Then we'll put this trans red cheese slope and this golden clip piece. Then we'll put on 2 of these modified 1x2s. Onto those, we'll attach on these red small wing pieces. On one side, this side we'll put on this 1x2 dark bluish gray grate piece, and on the other side, we'll attach this rope, which we attach into the clip. It creates sort of a nice detail in there, but more importantly, it creates this rope that can be used in play. You could use it to pick up Lloyd, and there's another use for it that I'll show you with the final major build we have here. So let's move on to that now. So now we're moving on to this build for what is basically a death ray, although perhaps you could see it as a much more tame laser cannon. Anyway, we'll start with a sturdy base with a 4x4 black plate and these 2 white 4x4s with a 2x2 hole in the middle. Set that off to the side. Then for the cannon itself, we have this gray 1x2 bracket piece, this 1x2 plate, this modified 1x2 with the 3 places for clips, 2 brown 1x1 plates, and this inverse black bracket. We can set that into here, and then we'll take this robot arm, put through it this black pole piece. Then on the end of that, we'll put on this black radar dish and 3 trans red studs to sort of imitate some laser fire coming out of it. Put that at the back here, and then this goes in, and obviously if you can't tell by the unsturdy base, the idea here is that if you wanted to disable this, then you could either just attach your rope to the back and pull, or if you wanted to have a little bit more fun with this, you could attach Lloyd onto the back of the rope and try to use him as a wrecking ball to knock it over, like that. And yeah, that is pretty much the last main build we have here. There are a couple of other much smaller builds, but honestly, it'll take me only a couple seconds to show them off. But let's get to them nonetheless. Last and least, we have a couple of police barricades. For this one, we'll take this 2x2 inverse dark brown slope and put it on the back of this 4x4 sort of curved piece. Here we'll just take this brown 1x2, put it like that, boom. I wasn't joking that it would only take me a couple seconds to show those off. So, yeah. Overall, that is pretty much everything I have to show you in this video. If you want more detail on this alternate build and the play features, etc., you can watch the separate video I made on it. It will be in my mocks playlist. Well, not mocks, but I think it's called my. I think I have it called my alternate builds playlist. I don't know. I haven't made any entries in it for a few months, so I've kind of forgotten. But yeah, it's a playlist. You can go check it out if you want to. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see all of you in the next one. Farewell.